game StarCraft 2, and
that's course, a good fucking game right there. Okay, I like that. That gives the Joe Blow seal of approval.
Yeah, it's actually one of my favorites, StarCraft 2. I fucking love it. And of course, World of Warcraft.
Boo, boo.
Yeah.
I say that's the pedophile online gaming site. Okay, there's a little conspiracy I always wondered about. Don't you think it's kind of conspiratorial that like all these games, they need like better and better hardware? Don't you think like maybe these game manufacturers are like colluding like in secret agreements like with the computer manufacturers that like we're gonna make this game, need so much fucking CPU and memory and like a badass graphics card that they're gonna have to go buy more shit. I don't know. I always thought it was like a little conspiracy there.
Well, it's kind of a bit of a what the fuck is the word I'm looking for here? Damn it! When lots of companies, it's a bit
monopoly.
Of no, monopoly. I was thinking about cartel.
Cartel.
Yeah, a lot of companies they make secret deals to we'll make these games really, really, really heavy on hardware, so the people have to upgrade their shit. I think it used to be something like this, something like that. But today we have the Xbox 360 and the PlayStation 3. And almost every games are made to work on those platforms. So unless a new gaming console comes out, the pushing of the hardware stops. You could not play the best games today with a 5-year-old computer because of the Xbox 360.
But like, what's the copy protection on like these games? Is it because I was thinking like this, like a lot of these online games, all they need is like a key. You can like download software for free, but like, let's just what's stopping someone from guessing your key and like or serial number or like number and like stealing your game? Like, what happens if like more than one person is playing like a particular game at the same time?
Then 100% will be banned because it's not an actual honest CD key, and there are lots of other ways to check that it's not a pirated game. You have to download a certain software that starts the game with the Steam that's really, really big, where it's a program where you buy the games and download them and start them from inside this client, and well, you can get hacked, of course you can, but it's a pretty tight system. It's pretty hard to get in any sort of trouble if you have bought the game. And if you haven't bought the game, just pirated it, it's mostly impossible to play online.
Right, talking about pirating, you go to the Pirate Bay, right? Which is used to be. Well, I think it still is the largest BitTorrent website in the world.
It's the biggest tracker in the world. Yes.
Not a tracker. They got rid of the tracker. Remember, they use other people's trackers now.
No, it's still a tracker.
No, it's a search engine. Remember, that's what the guy said.
That is just bullshit. It is a tracker.
No, I'm saying this because like they recently arrested those people who run it.
Yeah,
like,
I know.
How many of them? There's like 3 of them are about to go to jail, and one of them's in Thailand. He basically fuck Sweden. I ain't gonna come back.
He's actually he used to be a prominent user of Flashback.
Really? Okay, I gotta see. There's one dangerous area right now on Flashback. They really believe on anonymity. Okay, like it's called outing. If you say like, I'll speak Swedish. If you connect like someone's website to another website or like some other shit, you get lifetime. That could be like a lifetime ban right now. Did he publicly admit who he was on Flashback?
His nickname on Flashback is Anakata.
Okay, and he admitted it, right?
Yeah. So
I didn't want to get banned on Flashback after doing this show.
No problem at all. On Flashback, you can be anonymous, but you don't have to. So if you're not anonymous, you can't get out of them.
Right.
But it's people that talk about stuff they don't want to be related to in real life, like politics, conspiracy theories, kinky sex, drugs, and they don't want to know that. They don't want their friends and family and co-workers to know it. So that's the whole anonymity thing.
I'm gonna ask. Maybe I shouldn't ask this, but I'm gonna do it anyway. What was the most disgusting thread you ever seen on Flashback that you couldn't believe? You were like, "Fuck this! I'm gonna give up a moderator. I'm gonna disassociate myself from Flashback. They went too far this time." Was it the suicide? There's a bunch of people who committed suicide on Flashback.
Yes, the guy who hung himself and posted a link to his webcam. That was really, really disgusting. I didn't like that at all.
That was the most disgusting one.
Yeah, probably, because it was so close. It was so real. I could have talked to this person.
It did. I'm trying to remember that thread. It wasn't the most fucked up thing. It's like the people who replied to it, like saying it was a good thing.
Yeah.
They were happy. They were like, yeah, whoa, good job, blah, 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 or do it,
But I actually believe this guy, he would have killed himself anyway, and he just wanted to go out with a bag. But still, it was really, really disturbing to watch those pictures.
Man, you just made me sad because, on the Flashback IRC channel, there was a recent user who, committed an overdose.
Yeah, soon.
Oh man, that was I think I talked to him just a few times. He was a really nice person.
Yeah, I like him. It's really, really sad.
I mean, the most fucked up thing was, let me tell you how bizarre this is. He left his computer on. Even after he committed overdose, you could still see him on IRC, an internet relay chat room. That was pretty freaky, spooky, man. Can you imagine if there was people sending him messages like, "Hey man, come on, what are we gonna do? Are we gonna meet up?"
Yeah.
And he's already dead. I mean, that was oh man, that was really fucked up, dude. That I couldn't sleep that night, man. That I was like, fuck, man, this shit's whatever happened to him? Is he still online in the chat room?
No, he's not. No, he's not. And I don't think he's been online at the forum for since he took the overdose.
Man, that was some really that sounded like some bizarre internet shit right there. I mean,
yeah.
How many people have you known as Flashback users who have died?
On the top of my head, 3 people.
Whoa, and that was one of them right there.
Yeah, that was one of them. And I think one of them died of... Oh, actually, I know 4 people. I know Swede who had the overdose. I know someone who died of cancer. This guy who hung himself, and another guy who died from overdose. But there's bound to be lots of more people.
Oh man, I'll tell you, man. I know maybe you're fucking bored of me talking about Flashback. Let's use Flashback as an example of the alternative media, because the old media, there's a place called Aftonbladet, which everyone calls Aftonhuda, Expressen, and all these other Swedish newspapers. They hate fucking Flashback, and they never even want to say the name. They always call it a well-known
the internet
Swedish
forum.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm talking about? That was called the well-known Swedish forum. They never exactly say the word Flashback. Oh, man. These people, I mean, I personally, I'm gonna tell you this, I don't read fucking Swedish newspapers. When I want to find out something happens, man, I go look on Flashback. And at least, like I said, don't use particularly Flashback. I'm asking all the people in the audience, man, are you like me? Do you also, I don't fucking read newspapers anymore, man. If I want to go, I go to the forums, man. I go to on Twitter.
Yeah, because newspapers, they don't tell the whole story. They have censorship, and they have to think about what they print and stuff like that on the internet. You don't have to do that. Like you're saying, you get the whole story.
You get eyewitness fucking accounts, man. You go on this forum and you see people say, oh yeah, I was right there when the guy got shot, and let me take out my mobile phone, I'll take pictures of his blood on the street, and that's some important information I like to know,
Yeah, totally. You talked a bit about this Breivik guy in Norway. I found out about his shootings via Twitter before the papers. It was weird, and I couldn't believe it. It's what the fuck? Norway, that's so fucking close. Shit like that doesn't happen here. But obviously,
I don't know how much you know about the Oslo bombing. But now I'm trying to put you on the hot seat. Okay, man, who carried out the Oslo bombing? So far, I'm the only person getting the right answer. Shit.
About the actual bombings, I have fucking no idea. I didn't dig too much into that. The last thing I heard, they said that it was Breivik, but I don't really believe that.
It's not, man, because it's too much evidence. The police standing down, they're doing drills the day before, practicing, in case something happens. And not just that. Let's just forget all that. the amount of explosives that had been created, using the type of explosives that he supposedly used, wouldn't fucking work, man. You have to, like, fertilizer bomb doesn't, like, cause that kind of damage. I mean, it was definitely, like, military explosives inside the building, not outside the building. You just look at the fucking pictures, man.
Yeah, it's weird. And you as the conspiracy theorists, I know you see stuff that we regular people don't really think about. So I'll take your word
for it. You guys that have girlfriends, that's what. Oh man, that's fucked up, man. Being a conspiracy theorist, that means i.e. no women. How about you, man? You're like a moderator. That's also a profession where people have no. Do you actually have a woman right now?
No, I don't have a life.
Okay, so he's a real moderator.
Yeah.
But what do you call it, man? How much does the internet take up of your life? Actually, it's surprising me. In the old days, like I see, like what the fuck you call it? Like I'm 37. Like 10 years ago, I used to be on the internet all the time. But like actually now I don't. Maybe I actually am on the internet all the time because I was looking on my mobile phone. But I'm like you know, I don't like use the internet as much as I used to. It's kind of like I just use it more as like a tool. You know, I don't get that much pleasure anymore.
This is, you know, all new and shiny, and even though there's millions and millions of pages on the internet, you feel like you've done it all before.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, I say this even like, let's say some 5-year-old that starts going on the internet, he'd probably get bored with it too, man, because like, I think everything looks too nice, too good, you know, like, when I started on the internet, it was still like, you know, handwritten code, you know? And
yeah,
like,
I remember that. I remember that very well.
I know front page, man, or I use Notepad, you know, it was really like nasty looking, but it was like interesting, like, ooh, someone actually spent some time and like made this fucked up place. Let's go see what the
internet was, it was more fun on the internet than it was only nerds.
Yeah, it was, dude. Hey, yeah, I was gonna ask you, man, like, what other websites you go to, man? Let's say non-Swedish, don't talk about any Swedish websites. Which non-Swedish websites you go to?
Well, actually, not really. Not that I always look at. I read a couple of web comics and stuff like that, but mostly I use this little add-on called StumbleUpon that it directs you to random sites that cater to your interests.
StumbleUpon. Yeah, I went to my website, umunu.com.
Yeah.
U as in UFO, M as in Mossad, U as in UFO, N as in Nazi, U as in UFO.com. Yeah, man, my website got like a shitload of people one day, but like with StumbleUpon, I was like, what the fuck, dude? Where they came from? I checked the logs, like, oh shit, dude. And I was like, that place is like, that's a lot of fucking people on StumbleUpon right there.
Yeah, and I like it. And the total randomness of it, and it's always things that you're interested in, so I won't get bored. And then you find places that you think, wow, this is really interesting. Well, I use a lot of non-Swedish trackers and stuff, but I don't read newspapers, I don't play games and stuff like that, so I really don't use the internet. I use Flashback.
Flashback, we love that place.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, guys, if you don't have like I really feel sorry for all these English speakers. There's nothing in the English word that's comparable to Flashback, you know?
No, it's pretty unique. There's no other forum on the internet where you really can talk about anything.
And let me, maybe you don't understand the significance of Flashback, where we're like, ooh, you know, getting all fucking excited for it. We live in a country of only 9 million people, okay? Let's say half of them are too stupid to use the internet, okay? So you got like, let's say, make it less than that, 4 million, okay? So they got these 4 million. Registered users on Flashback are like 500,000.
Yeah.
There's a shitload more guests, people who never like register or just like go check it out, or it comes out on search engines, or like someone sends them a link. I'm telling you, like right there, if you do like the calculations, man, it's like 500,000 by 4 million. I'm gonna use some fucking just made up numbers. That'd be like let's see, 50%, 25%, 12%. Let's say it's like you got like at least like 2% of the population know about like what the fuck is happening. Definitely know what's happening on Flashback. So that's like a very interesting shit, and anybody can fucking post there. Like I could go right now. I'll go like on Flashback. I say like kill all Jews. Everyone's gonna like no, I hate Jews and shit.
It is actually a big deal. It's a unique forum.